Luke, thanks for joining us. I suppose in many ways, a lot of people will look at that result and think, it is a very, very good point. It is another clean sheet to go into the game, but obviously now we need a victory somewhere along the way because Chesterfield picked up a very good result a day after Vale played, didn't they?
Yeah, like you said, it was a great point away. We knew that going into the game, Wickham offered a good threat. Obviously, Akinfenwa he poses a good threat, but if you take into consideration the first half performance, I thought that's probably the best we've defended since I've been at the club, if I'm honest. They didn't really create anything first half, and then we done well to hold on to the point, which is a good point away to a team like Wickham who are doing well. And then obviously back to your point about Chesterfield, yeah, I watched the game and they played quite well, to be fair, but it's a game that we've got to go in looking forward to now, and we've got to go in to get the win.
Defensive qualities are excellent against Wickham, weren't it? Young Nathan, of course, and Kyle held on to the players. We've talked about Akinfenwa, and he does cause major problems, whatever people think. He's a big unit, but he's better than what people possibly see because of his size, because he's very clever on his feet as well as his head, isn't he? Yeah,
he poses a good threat. Obviously he's strong, but like I said, Nathan and Kyle defended really well on the day, and I think defensively as a whole unit we were class on Saturday, and we restricted them really, so they had to force things in the end, and like I said, we held on for a good point.
You've got to take that into the next game, but also obviously we remember the Exeter game. Sadly we didn't get the points we probably deserved, but we created enough opportunities there, but we've got to finish them, haven't we, Luke?
Yeah, like you said, like the last few weeks I think we've played some really good football. We just haven't really had the luck that we needed, but going into Saturday's game we've got to keep producing the quality into the box. Hopefully Poby's been training this week, so he might be up for selection this week, but it's another threat that we pose bringing him back. But yeah, I think the quality is better throughout the team, and it's just like you said, we've got to take it into every game now to end the season.
Work ethic is a big thing as well, isn't it, really? And I know the lads are working tirelessly right throughout, but it's 90 minutes plus, and that can be the key as well, Luke, can it?
Yeah, the lads have shown great character over the past few weeks. We've come from positions like 2-0 down against Stevenage, and we've done well to hold on to points against big teams, but like you say, we've got to go into every game now like a cup final. We're in a relegation battle, and the teams that we're playing this weekend are the teams that we've got to look to beat, and if we can do that, then it'll put us in good position towards the end of the season.
And you got games back to back. I suppose really it won't define the season, but it could go a long way to defining the position where you are after Monday, couldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They're in a similar position to us. They're in around us. So you like to think that these are the games that we should be going in to look to win. But every game is winnable if you put your mind to it. And I think we've got the great quality throughout the team to go in and win every game. But like you said, this weekend is massive.
You've proved you're good at home and away, I suppose, but home form can be a key as well, and the fans, I'm sure, are going to come out in big numbers. That's what's all on the websites, the Twitter and everything to get behind the lads. That can give it a lift, Luke, can't it?
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously we've got a really good record at home this season, and we're looking forward to going out and putting on a performance for the fans, and hopefully we can do that on tomorrow's game.
You settling quite well now after the initial starts, coming straight into a team really, but you, I suppose, really have the faith in the manager. You must be pleased the way he's allowed you to sort of slip into the team stream.
Yeah, coming here, like I knew I had to work hard to get myself into the team, and luckily I've been given the opportunity, and I think I've taken it. But yeah, it's just going into every game now, in taking the form that we've been in for the past few weeks, and we've got to go into tomorrow's game with a lot of encouragement.
Obviously, different combinations you've played with in midfield, but as long as you're starting, you don't mind where you play. But any preference in what you want to play behind the striker? I know that was one of the positions you obviously played all wide on the wing for Gateshead.
Yeah. On Saturday's game, I played in midfield. It's a position that I'm familiar with. I played in that numerous times for Gateshead and previous clubs. But yeah, I don't really mind where I play as long as I'm in a team and I can perform well and I'm doing well for the lads in the team. Then I don't mind where I play. I'm just going to put 100% in whatever position he puts me in.
Just briefly back to Chesterfield. Obviously, somewhere along the way they were going to get a result, maybe against the odds, but they were going to get one. They got 2 games in hand. And we've got to keep that gap, haven't we? It's a big, big game.
Yeah, it's a massive game. We know obviously got 2 games in hand, so starting with tomorrow's game, if we can put a win on the board for us, and then that might down on their spirits a bit. But look, tomorrow's game is massive. If we can go into that, put on a performance, then it could put a lot of pressure on them. But we just got to worry about ourselves.